Good morning. Welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. Cameron Carter-Vickers and Alistair Johnson, Ali Johnson calmed down the big man last night in a game where it was Canada versus the United States. Now that game has had a bit of oomph before it due to the political nature of what is going on in the USA and Canada with tariffs and such like. But before that, we need to talk about, we will go on to show you the video from the stramash. Let's call it a stramash. It's a cracking word to use on a Tuesday morning. A little stramash. It was nothing more than that, but Alistair Johnson was seen absolutely creasing himself laughing, trying to calm down the big man. But before that, we need to talk about another big man, Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel was spotted returning from international duty with his arm in a sling. The extent of the injury will not be known by anyone out with Celtic until Friday morning, I suggest, when Celtic generally put out the training pictures of Lennoxtown. I don't think that they will allow the media in, and I think we can all put to rest the Cameron Carter-Vickers injury scare that was alleged, because he played fine last night, and we'll show you the video of that in just a second. But there was one bit of good news is Sinisalo. He is backup keeper for his national team. He was an unused sub and he will be fresh. A lot of people were saying on the live last night, will he be match fit? I don't think keepers really need to be match fit the way that outfield players will be, up to the speed of the game and things. I mean, generally keepers are fit guys anyway, and they're ready to step up to the plate. Will Sinisalo be playing this weekend? Well, we'll have to wait until Friday, which isn't too far away now. It is back to Celtic time. Thank God. Don't you just love international breaks? It's good for the players to get away and be recognised by the national managers and get some game time. But for fans that are only concerned about Celtic, well, it's just 2 weeks of a nightmare, isn't it? And the fact, and another thing that really annoys me about this summer is rather than giving the players such much rested game time, there is going to be international friendlies in June. Now remember that Celtic will start pre-season at the beginning of July, which means that the players are going to get roughly around about 2 weeks to rest up, if that. They're going to get 2 weeks to rest up, which is hard going considering when you look back at what players used to get. I mean, they would finish in May and then they would come back at the sort of the middle of July. And I think that it's easy to see how the modern day player gets more injured than players in a bygone era, because they play a lot more football. I mean, is there any need to have international friendlies this summer? I mean, there's no international competition, so can they not just leave it for a year? But anyway, that's just a little bit more about that. But anyway, Sinisalo, will he be standing in for Schmeichel? And a bit of Celtic transfer news. If you watched the live last night, there was a bit of jokes with all the songs that might be coming out and what the Celtic video would be like if Celtic managed to get their hands on Elvis. Yep, Elvis, that plays for the same team that Arne Engels played for in Germany, has basically said, look, I'm not interested in coming to Celtic. His contract does expire in 2026, but he has said that he's more than happy at his club. In fact, he's been there for the long term. Celtic were named with Elvis, which put the comments into complete hilarity last night on the live, and thank you for everyone who did that. Reading the comments was a bit of a laugh, but due to the songs that could be sung by Celtic fans. The fact that his contract is only until 2026, he said there's no rush to leave. I mean, no rush to leave. There's still plenty of time to sign a contract. Unlike Celtic players that would just run down their contract and leave for free or be sold within a certain time period. 27-year-old Iceland player was talking about his future, and he said that he's very happy at Augsburg. And he says, the move has paid off in every way. I've been part of a team whenever I've been fit. And I do everything to contribute. From a personal point of view, I have remained true to myself and continued to grow. At 27-year-old, and he's talking about fitness and not being fit, is that really the type of player that Celtic want to be getting into the team? Now, let's jump over to this screen and watch a bit of Cameron Carter-Vickers. Cameron Carter-Vickers. Now, where is it? I need to interact. Main screen, and we'll see this. Do you know the best bit about it is that if you watch here, there's Ali Johnson coming in. I'll slow it down a bit. You see Ali Johnson coming in there, big smiles on his face, grabbing Cameron Carter-Vickers, saying, "Oh, big man, you're ready to blow your top. Calm the fuck down." Look, I was smiling at. He's like, "It's me. It's like back in the day when one of your mates is about to lose it in a club and about to go and knock 7 bells out of someone, and you're like, "Let's go, calm down." I just thought it was hilarious. I mean, Alistair Johnson, he's away out here. I mean, he's not even in the picture, and he obviously sees the red mist come down on big Cameron Carter-Vickers, who incidentally has been slated by one other than Landon Donovan. He's been slated, big Cameron Carter-Vickers. He says, "I'm sick of hearing how talented this group of players is and all the amazing clubs they play for. If you aren't going to show up and actually give a about playing for your national team, decline the invite. Talent is great. Pride is better." And then someone says, "What do you think about the complete lack of attendance and support from fans?" And this is one of the reasons that I do not think... I mean, I found it unbelievable that the United States got the World Cup when it did back in the 1990s. It's a country that doesn't like football in general. And it's all about money. And we've seen that with the World Cup. The last World Cup, when it was played in that ridiculous country in the winter time, it is all about money. And the fact that the Americans have the World Cup again, it is all about money. That's it. It'll be... I mean, imagine all these football fans trying to get entry into America for the World Cup. That's going to be a laugh on its own, isn't it? But anyway, let's jump back to that video of Alistair Johnston and Cameron Carter-Vickers about coming to blows. And you've got to say, look at the smile on Ali's face. It's absolutely hilarious. He's like, "Oh, you big man." And he just totally grabs him. He's like, come on. Hey, CCV. Cameron Carter-Vickers must have been raging because he doesn't even acknowledge it. He can't even speak to him. He's in a rage. He's fucking gonna kill somebody. USA. Anyway, the good news for Alistair Johnson, he'll be coming back into training this week and he'll be like, "Milk, lemon, chocolate." I wonder if he'll wind up Cameron Carter-Vickers. I wonder if he will wind up Cameron Carter-Vickers in the dressing room and go, "All right, big man, I'll just stand over here before you lamp me one." It could be a return of the John Hartson, Isle Berkovic incident on the training pitch. Cameron Carter-Vickers just loses it and absolutely scuds one on Johnston on the training pitch. That won't happen because the two of them are good mates. But anyway, I just found that a little bit amusing that Alistair Johnson and Cameron Carter-Vickers did come to blows, and he must have been raging. That is the best picture. That is the best picture. Is Ali Johnson complete? All mayhem's entailed. All mayhem. There's international diplomats getting called to the scene to try and calm it down, and there's Ali like, "Come on, it's me. Calm the fuck down." Anyway, that's your Celtic news for this morning. Obviously, certain American, sick of hearing how talented group these players are. When it comes to Celtic news, there is a little bit of transfer speculation, but it's the silly season time. Players that get mentioned at this time of the season generally don't come to Celtic. It is a big week for Celtic. We are back this weekend. It is all about Celtic. The players will return on Wednesday into training. Brendan Rodgers will see how they all are Wednesday, do some training on Thursday, Friday, and then he'll attend the media conference. And it's going to be some media conference because he's going to get asked about big Kasper Schmeichel. That's the big one for Celtic this week. Will he be fit? And will Silasalo be ready? I think he will be. Silasalo will be fine. He was brought in to take over for him long term. He's number 2 for his country. I think it all will be fine. Anyway, on that note, after it all kicking off in the USA-Canada game last night, and we get back to business. The 55 is inbound. We have 3 games to win the league. 3 games until we are mathematically impossible for anyone else to win the league. How quick can we do it? On that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans. Make sure you join me at 8 p.m. Celtic Part Time tonight.